You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts.
All right, Black and White Sports supporters, let's talk about the Bears-Packers. Because sometime it's the next morning that's the best time to talk about these things because you've had time for fallout. And in this case, nuclear fallout. Hey, Ian Rappaport, how you looking on the Matt LaFleur is safe and coming back to Green Bay news from yesterday? Because I contend, I said, Matt LaFleur got the dreaded vote of confidence prior to the game. And then one of the most epic collapses happened in the history of the National Football League in the playoffs against your hated rival, your most hated rival. And let's start somewhere nobody else is starting this morning. Let's start here. Let's start about 6 weeks ago. Broncos beat the Packers. Bears in overtime. I think that might have been a comeback. Beat the Packers. Ravens, who just moved on from John Harbaugh, destroyed the Packers. I mean, crushed them. A Vikings team that some people believe is not very good beat the Packers. And then you give up an epic collapse in the playoffs to Ben Johnson, Caleb Williams, hated Bears. 1, 2, 3, 4. You ended the season. Matt LaFleur ended the season on a 5-game losing streak. 5-year losing. Yeah, 5-year losing. I mean, honestly. It seems that way, doesn't it? It's an epic collapse. What is his signature win at this point, the coach? And I'm not trying to act like this guy is not a good coach because I think he is. But something is clearly broken. And I don't know if he needs a veteran, old, former coach somewhere on the sideline as an assistant. I don't know if it's the way he manages games. I mean, he finally unlocked Matthew Golden last night. Where the hell has he been forever? Why the hell is he just now finding the end zone? I was talking about him before the draft. A fitting end for the Green Bay Packers. Matt LaFleur's team gave up an 18-point lead. I mean, it's bonkers. You got Little Wayne out here, who's a fan, by the way, of a massive Packers fan, taking shots at, this is hilarious. He said this last night. We just lost a playoff game to the N-word with purple nails. We fucking suck Bears ass. Bear ass. We don't deserve to be in the playoffs straight like that. My neighbor just let his dogs out. My dogs hate it. We don't deserve to be in the playoffs straight like that. Caleb Williams threw shade back at, and I got to give Caleb Williams, look, you guys know I've been critical of Caleb Williams. He's got something that some of these guys over the years has not. You know, he came in the league and he was giving you sort of Cam Newton feels. Caleb Williams has got a clutch gene that I don't think a guy like Cam Newton ever had. Caleb Williams has got some dog in him that we weren't sure was actually there. And we're seeing it. And he's proven a lot of people wrong. You don't make that kind of comeback and not have some dog in you. There's no way around it. And, of course, he does that, you know, that cold, that chilly celebration he does. And he says, hashtag the Bears. In a 2 million retweet to Little Wayne last night. It's really good. Ben Johnson, fuck the Packers. The Packers! Man, I got to tell you. You were up 21-3 at half. You've lost 5 in a row to end the season. Inexplicably, you put Josh Jacobs back there returning kicks. You got a bad kicker. Sorry, I've defended him long enough. Matt LaFleur's got to go. Matt LaFleur walking into the Packers office tomorrow. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. We know how this goes. We know how that ends. This was crazy when I saw this. Matt LaFleur blowing a 21-3 lead in the playoffs is even more hilarious when you realize he was on the Falcons sideline for 28-3. Wow. The Patriots come back to beat the Falcons. The epic collapse. The epic comeback. The greatest game I've ever watched. By the way, guys, I'm a Niners fan. There's a ton of guys that's come off this Kyle Shanahan, Mike Shanahan tree. Okay? So we got Mike Shanahan that's won Super Bowl rings. We've got Sean McVay that's won a Super Bowl ring. By the way, almost got beat today. Which one of these other guys off this tree has Ben Johnson's not off that tree? If I'm not going crazy. I don't think Ben Johnson is off that tree. And then you got Andy Reid that's won Super Bowl. Who off that Shanahan tree has actually won rings? I got thinking about that a little while ago before I hit record, and I was like, that's an interesting question because that's the guys that everybody runs to hire. And make no mistake, I don't want to act like if Matt LaFleur hit the market today, he might be the Raiders coach before the end of the next day if he was willing to take the job. He'd get hired immediately. He would. He would move up. Where would he move up to? He'd be the second leading candidate on the market. And I said, if you had an epic collapse, you got to watch. This is the handshake.
Connor Gordon took care of it. That's a very cursory handshake. No love lost between
It was a quick handshake. It was. It's unbelievable. It really is. This is a different angle. Right here. Ben Johnson's so fired up. I like Ben Johnson. I do. I got to admit. If I'm a Bears fan, I'm feeling pretty good. Matt LaFleur has a very impressive playoff choking resume for a guy that hasn't been a head coach for that long. Yeah, it's crazy. 6 points scored in the second half, wasted 2 timeouts because you weren't ready, still got to delay a game after a timeout. 7 points lost because you kept a kicker who struggled all year. It was a coaching disaster class. Oh. Got to tell you, Ben Johnson knocking Matt LaFleur out of the playoffs.
That's a catch! You're out, LaFleur! That's a catch! You're out, LaFleur!
Oh, that's good. I forgot about that. Bill Simmons, Matt LaFleur's second half has to be on the short list of worst playoff coaching performances this century. Wow, that got 1.3 million views on it in 9 hours. That's crazy. Think about this. Yeah, Jordan Love, 323, 4 touchdowns. By the way, I rewatched that last throw, the last throw to the end zone. I don't know what he was doing because Jordan Love could have set his feet and thrown a strike. Matthew Golden was open to the left. And I was like, you just gave up and threw it? He had Matthew Golden. He had a shot. It might have been broken up, but he had a shot. Fire Matt LaFleur tonight. No ride home, no nothing. Fire his ass. Yeah, little old school Vince McMahon. You're fired with the demon. That's crazy. Oh, man. Look at this. Yeah, it's nuts. That's nuts. Yeah, and to be honest, I've got no dog in this hunt at all. Oh no, James Franklin, Dan Lanning catching strays out here. Oh, the Packers got a chance to do the funniest thing ever. He fired Matt LaFleur and hired Dan Lanning. So, just wondering, with John Harbaugh on the market, just pointing this out, I don't know. I don't know. There was a post out here about all the guys that were on the sideline during the 28-3 meltdown against the Patriots, and I can't find the post now. I mean, this guy brought up the fact that he was on the sideline, but it's a list of like a bunch of these coaches that people want to hire and have hired. And it's like, what's the hangover there? Even for Kyle Shanahan, who's been to 2 Super Bowls but can't win it. Tell me what you think. I just wanted to come over here just shoot the shit on this game out loud on a mic for 11 minutes. Interesting. Make sure you hit subscribe. Make sure you're still subscribed. A lot of people are getting unsubscribed, don't know it. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.